You've selected the standard mode. Before we run through the setup, please ensure that you have to hand the remote controls and instruction manuals for your television, HD player, and any audio equipment you may have. The descriptions used for certain settings can vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, but we will refer to the most commonly used terms. As you use this guide, remember that you can use your player's remote control to pause, rewind, or skip forward at any time. Before we start, please take a few seconds to make sure your player is fully connected to the television. You should see a picture of the cables and be able to hear my voice through your speakers. Now we can begin to adjust the television to its optimal settings. This first setup screen will help you make sure the relative height and width of your picture is correct. This is known as the aspect ratio. Look at the circle in the middle of the screen. It should look perfectly round. You should also be able to see identical segments of the 4 outer circles in the corners of your screen. If your circle looks more like an oval, then press the aspect ratio or zoom button on your TV remote control until the circle in the middle looks correct. Most high-definition programs are shown in a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is also known as widescreen, letterbox, or full mode. Some televisions also enable you to alter the positioning of the picture on your screen. You can use this setting to move your picture up, down, to the left or to the right, so that the picture is centred and the 4 outer circles are symmetrical. Hit select or skip forward when you're happy. Next, we're going to adjust the brightness of your television to make sure it displays dark colours and blacks correctly. If the black level is set incorrectly, you may have difficulty making out the dark scenes on your screen. Perhaps you'll miss the man in the black suit hiding in the shadows. On this picture, the ideal brightness is when you can only see the letter C. If you can see a letter A or B, then your screen is too bright, as shown here. And if you can't see the letter C at all, the screen is too dark and will look like this. If you cannot adjust your screen so that the letter A disappears completely, turn the brightness down until the letter C disappears, and then turn the brightness back up slowly, stopping as soon as the letter C appears again. Look at the screen displayed here and adjust your television brightness control until you can only see the letter C. Hit select or skip forward when you're happy. Next, it's time to fine-tune the contrast on your television to ensure your picture shows the finest detail possible. Your screen will now display the letters A, B and C again, but this time the letters are white. Without changing the brightness, which we've already set, adjust the contrast so that only the letter C can be seen. The letters A and B should not be visible. If you cannot adjust your screen so that the letter A disappears completely, turn the contrast down until the letter C disappears, and then turn the contrast back up slowly, stopping as soon as the letter C appears again. Adjust your screen now. Hit select or skip forward when you're happy. Occasionally, adjusting the contrast can affect the brightness setting. The black and the white versions are displayed together here. You should only be able to see the letter C on both versions. With this screen, you can use your television brightness and contrast controls to make any fine adjustments as required. Hit select or skip forward when you're happy. Some HD TVs allow you to control the intensity of the colours on your screen. This may also be called the tint or hue, and there may be preset options, such as cool, warm or vivid. If your television's menu doesn't offer any of these colour options, press skip forward to go to the next part of the setup. These scenes are shot in London, England. Adjust the colour setting on your television so that the people's skin tones look right. They shouldn't appear sunburned or be alien green. If you're happy you have the settings right, skip back and replay the video to check. Our final setting concerns the sharpness of your picture. It may not be possible to adjust this on all types of television, but while some cable television pictures may occasionally look slightly fuzzy and blurred, most DVDs should need only minor adjustment. This screen shows a series of black and white lines getting closer and closer together from left to right. Adjust the sharpness control on your television to reduce the blurring, but take care not to over-sharpen the picture so that you lose the straight edges. The lines across the screen should appear crisp and sharp. Hit select or skip forward when you're happy. That completes the video part of the setup. Now we're ready to move on to the sound.